Okay, let's start our list of shows that you should watch after the Gilded Age with this one. It's Brideshead Revisited. A 1981 adaptation of Evelyn Waugh's novel. Don't let the age of this show put you off the exceptional storytelling. Starring Jeremy Irons as an army captain, Charles Ryder, the story follows the fortunes of Ryder between the 1920s and the 1940s as he deals with love and life. Just like the Gilded Age, this is a sumptuous period piece with a compelling story, strong characters and fabulous performances that will whisk you away to a time that has long gone. Next, we move further back in time, but further forward in the production, i.e. it's a show that was made more recently, but it's about a time that is longer ago. Does that make sense? Yeah, it makes sense, yeah. It's Victoria. Starring Jenna Coleman as a young version of one of Britain's longest running queens, this classy period drama is set a little before the events of the Gilded Age, but shares many similar themes of power, politics, and people attempting to find their place in a rapidly changing world. Plus, it had beautiful costumes and scenery that bring alive the history and the era. Do you know what's great? The next show on our list is called The Great. Although this is more of a comedy than it is a drama, The Great shares similarities to some of the lighter sides of the Gilded Age, with a fantastic lead performance from Elle Fanning. If you're looking for some laughs, but still something that is surrounded by the period look and feel of history, this could be a show worth you trying out. We move now from historical Russia and Catherine the Great to France, quite specifically to Versailles. Strong characters with underlying secrets and plot twists, this show may be set significantly earlier than the Gilded Age in the 17th century court of Louis XIV, but its feel and tone is sure to please period drama fans looking for something to really get their teeth into and binge. If you've seen Killing Eve, you might recognise the star of this next show, The White Princess. Yes, starring Jodie Comer as Elizabeth of York, or Lizzie to her friends, this beautifully crafted drama, adapted from Philippa Gregory's novel, is set at the end of the War of the Roses when Henry VII and Elizabeth of York marry to begin the Tudor dynasty. This is a story of power, family and strong personalities, which is an excellent tale and is sure to delight those who enjoyed the Gilded Age. Next on our list is Downton Abbey. No, we're not going to do Downton Abbey. That is too obvious. But next on the list is another show from the creator of the Gilded Age, Belgravia. From the pen of Julian Fellows and based on a novel of his by the same name, the creator of the Gilded Age once again brings alive high society in this compelling miniseries, this time based in early 19th century London, which is where Belgravia is to be found. Gilded Age fans will recognise a lot about this show, which stars Philip Glenister, Tamsin Greig and the late great Paul Ritter among a strong cast. If you've ever dreamt of starting your own fashion brand, you should watch this next show, because that's kind of what they do. It's The House of Eliott. A classic British costume drama of the early 1990s, this show is set in 1920s London and tells the story of two sisters who set up a dressmaking business which leads on to them establishing their own fashion house, The House of Eliott. It's co-created by the same people that made the seminal Upstairs Downstairs and will delight fans of period dramas. If you do like to be beside the seaside and you also like unfinished novels by Jane Austen, this show is going to be perfect for you. It's Sanditon. Adapted by Andrew Davis, yes, he responsible for that Pride and Prejudice version with Colin Firth coming out of the lake, and based on Jane Austen's unfinished novel, this is a story about old and new colliding as plans for a coastal town to grow from a small fishing community to a seaside resort cause great upheaval. With love and loss and themes of change throughout, this story will resonate with Gilded Age fans. What would you call a show about someone moving from the south to the north? Well, they called this one North and South, which is a decent effort. Based on Elizabeth Gaskell's Victorian novel, this miniseries is set shortly before the events of the Gilded Age in England and tells the story of Margaret Hale as she leaves the south of England to move to the north after her father leaves the clergy. With themes of class, new beginnings and power, this is a show that will resonate if you have seen the Gilded Age. Finally, we have one of the biggest shows that Netflix has ever made. It is, of course, period drama behemoth, The Crown. One of the flagship dramas from the streaming giant, this sprawling epic of a TV series is based on the life and reign of Elizabeth II, a young woman who is catapulted to high office. This is a story of family, love, loss and politics, all shot in beautiful and brilliantly well observed period finery through the 20th century.